Good, good. So we do scenario technique and then storytelling. Scenario technique for warm up. All right. Okay, let's go to page 4.
Yes.
Okay, and I have, so this scenarios are going to be based on movies. So I have a few pictures that come from famous movies. So if you identify any of these, I have many more. Tell me which one it is, and then you have to describe what the movie is about. Okay? Do you recognize any of these pictures? Do you recognize any of these? Page 4.
No, I didn't see the movies.
Okay, you see none of these. Okay, go to page 5. No, probably not. Page 5?
Yeah,
no.
5.
Do you recognize that movie?
No.
Okay. How about page 6?
Page 6.
Are you familiar with this movie?
Matter.
You're not?
Oh, it's about the Spider-Man or what? Spider-Man, right?
Well, this is the adventure, so there's many of them. Many heroes here. Do you know? If you're not familiar with it, it's okay. You're not familiar with it, right?
I'm familiar with only the 9. Page 9.
Which one?
Page 9.
His mind.
9. Page 9.
Oh. Okay, I don't know which hero you're talking about. Okay. All right. How about page 7? You're not. That's not. How about 8? Page 8. Are you familiar with this movie?
No, 9.
Page 8.
I know the. No, I don't know it.
Okay. How about 9?
Yeah.
You familiar with this movie?
Yep.
Okay, so I want you to describe first the environment and then the details of the story, okay? Go ahead.
First, the environment is...
but you must visualize, you must play that movie in your mind, okay? You must visualize the movie in your mind. Everything you say to me, you must be able to see it in your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
First, the setting of the story is there are one man and a woman. They are standing at the top of a big ship in the ocean, and the boy is holding the girl from behind, and the girl is open her mind, her arms like arm, like she is in flying. This is the environment, and the story. The story is at the beginning. They don't know each other, and the girl also had a boyfriend, and they are almost going to marry. But his boyfriend doing a big business, and do not have time to take care about this girl that much. And then the boys also they are meet on the big ship. And the girl's boyfriend is doing some big business, and when the girl first time, so the boy he has a big impression on the boy. And after that they start meeting several times, and at the finally they falling in love with each other. but funny with each other. And when the girl's boyfriend found that she's meeting she's dating with the boy, he want to kill the boy, and he was against them. But still, she cannot. She already deep in love with him, so she wants to be with him. Whatever the problem they face, they stay together, and no one can separate them from each other. But and but but unfortunately, they got the ship was got strong, big storm, and the ship is sink to the ocean, start sinking in the ocean, and the strategy is kept from the tragedy, and so there is also after they struggle for a long time, there is some SOS come to help them, and they want to be they just have they just they come with some small ship, and in that big ship there is so many people, and they cannot bring them. They took them all of them from that big ship. So they just wanted the little girl and a boy, also the old man, elderly man, and the woman first leave the big ship. A big ship, and when the girl he sent the girl to the small ship, and they want to separate from each other, and they had a very hard time. They don't want to separate, and because the boy cannot live with the girl on that ship, and he push her to the small ship. Just want the SOS member to took her away, but she was very sad and don't want to. She want to be with him together, and after about the ship was leave, she just jump off the small ship and jump to the big ship, and go back to the boy, and they just hung each other, and she said she don't want to live without him. And after next morning, they just because the ship was already sinking into the ocean, and they cannot. There is no place for them on the ship, so they just take a flat wood. He just put the girl on the wood, and they just how to say floating on the ocean, the surface of the ocean, and he just holding her hand at the beside of the wood, flat wood, and they just talking. They was talking a lot, and they are very cold because they are in the ocean, and they are about die, and he told to her that just keep living, just keep life, and 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 she's also very exhausted. He's very exhausted and holding her hand very happily, and she's also very tired, and they just close the eyes, close their eyes. At the next morning, when the girl wake up, she finds that the boy just beside her. She found that the boy already died, dead, and she just he was freezing, freezing, and she was very sad, and she was he just holding her hand very happily still, and she was very sad, and after that she saw someone SOS members also came again, and but the kind of the boy was already dead, so cannot be rescued. But she alive, she alive, and she alive, and after world didn't find another man, and in her life, she lived alone with the boy in her hand, her heart. This is a true story.
It's a true story. Ah, very nice. You very nice description. Very good. Very good. Okay. I think let's go to storytelling. Okay. So that was a good warm up. Okay. So let's go down to page. Let's go down to page. Let me see. Hold on. 33. No. 42. Okay. 40, 40, 45. 45.
46, 46, 46. 46. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Line 21, the last line.
121.
Okay, so you have 6 words. Now, find one word, and then you gotta find the story, okay? And you gotta really try to visualize it.
The last one is cousin, right?
Cousin, yes. So principal could be like a principal from a school, okay?
Or the
And then cousin, of course, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
It's not good. We can change another one if you don't.
No. Yeah. It's good. Okay.
But
I choose first one.
But the key, remember, is I want you to make sure you can visualize everything you say to me, okay? Okay, it's very important. Okay, because the words are very simple. If you don't have a chance, go ahead.
I choose the first one, principal. First, the setting of my story is here is the horror in school, and every the hall is filled with students. They are sitting on the ground, on the floor, and on the stage there is some at the both sides. They put the tables and chairs and some of teachers are sitting on the both sides of the hall, the stage. This is my environment of my story. My story is so at that time they said that after class we just got got announced that tonight we don't have to do self-study in our hostel, but we have to go went to the hall to because there is a principal speech, and after our dinner we went to the hall to have the principal speech at the after settled down. Principal was entered to the hall, and he was standing on the stage at the statue, telling statue his speech. And the principal, the main speech of the principal was the rules of the schools and the studies study system of the study, and also so this principal also have several speech before, but today before he didn't mention about the rules of the school, because we have one group of teacher who are in charge of the rules of the school. So but today he mentioned the rules of the school, and he pointed that this is very serious because
You still visualizing? Can you see it, or you lost it?
yes. And he said that because the how to say we are during that time we were teenage, and we are not allowed to have the boyfriend and the girlfriend. So he said this is a very serious situation in our school. He said that today after your class I saw the one girl and the one boys, they are going together, and it seems they are have dating dating in the garden of the school. And he pointed to pointed to them, and he said, you are that I saw after the class. But everyone started laughing very loudly at the but he was confused, but he don't know what is going on. But they said that they are cousin they are cousins. So he seems very embracing on the stage. But he said that besides here you don't have to take care about them, but there is some serious situation like them are going in our school, so we have to control this situation and situation, and this he said that yes.
Very interesting. Very good. Very interesting story. Yeah, I can. That was good. Mm-hmm. That was very good. Very good, though. Very good. Okay. Let me see. Let's go to page 49.
49. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's take here. Okay. Let's take line 52.
52.
Okay, and we're gonna take the first 6 words.
Firm hand, card, practice, oil, Rezar. Cut. My stuff. My story is there is a small room. In that inside my brother and one another monk and me, we three are sitting together and talk. This is my sitting of the story. My story is during I was in school, there is many we usually used to when I was in school, because we are different from the other schools, so school help us to find sponsor for us, and I also got a sponsor from Austria, whose name is Austin. And every year at the end of the year, at the Christmas, we have to send them some letter, and also some card, wish them happy and wish them happy Christmas. And at the year, I just before. Can you hear me? Okay. At that year, I decided to send a card which is made by myself, because before a few years I sent the card is already. I just sent the card which I brought from the market, but this year I decided to made by myself. So first because before I watched a film, in that film I said that the students are made cut by themselves and give to the teachers on the Teachers' Day. So I think it's a very good idea to make a cut by myself and to give a gift to my sponsor, which make the very special for this year. And before that, I practice. Before the Christmas coming, I practice for several times to make the card. But the results are it's in my here the results I content. So I decided to make this. So I just buy some materials from the shop, just like the rulers and these hot paper, different colors, and also the color pen. So I first I cut the hot paper in the shape of the cut. It's just like a square. More like.
Okay, you want to change, or you're okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Were you gonna finish it, or are you gonna change?
Yeah. Change.
Okay, so let's go down. Let me see. Stay on the same page, and let's do. Hold on. How about 65?
Number interest in trillion and circles. Yes. Yes. I choose number. The setting of the story is in the office of the school, and the student make line outside the office. And the teacher is giving the number. Uh, so my story is when I first got to this. When I was in India, first time got in school. Our class teacher was giving us the numbers, different numbers, which indicated the name, just like name. I got the 5436, which along me through all the grades in the India. Um, in the India, I find that was very interesting, because before, when I was in China, we just only write the our name on our notebook, but not the numbers. But in India, we have to write the both the numbers and the name in our notebook. Or notebook. And the first when after we got our number, we have to go to for the training. We just have to stand in the on the ground, and when teachers come and divided or the newcomer into 4 different groups. According to for different number, we have to divide it into 4 different groups. For different groups, and we have after that there is also a name for the different group. After we divide it into our group, and we find our new group. Teacher in order to remember our own group, he just call out the group name. Then we answered yes. Answered in yes, and after that, when we make the line to answered yes, and after ensure that we all can remember our groups, the teacher will give the one card for each of us, the different the color of our group, and on the card here is also the name of our group. And we make line, and we just go and decline the papers from our teacher's hands. And when we make a line, here must have a space, because there is only one teacher to distribute the papers. He have to divide it. He have to decide. He have to separate the different group according to each student.
Very good. Very good. Good. Okay, all right. So I know we're short on time, okay? So on page 57, again, it's a reminder. Try to do the snapshot exercise, the scenario technique. Take a snapshot of your environment, and try to, when you take the snapshot, like you look at the environment, and then close your eyes, and then try to see what you just saw. And then open your eyes again for about 5 seconds. Look around with all the details, then close your eyes again and try to visualize what you just saw. And then open it up again. So do this about 3 or 4 times. So you can start capturing the vision in your mind of what you're seeing. Okay, that's just an exercise.
Yes.
And of course, keep listening to the video clips for the vocabulary review. Have you listened to it? Have you listened to any of them yet, or not yet?
Yes.
And how is the voice?
Oh, good.
Good. Okay, so it is clear. You can read it, right?
Yes.
Very clear. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on.